Okay, guys, quick update with Bitcoin. So listen, I think no matter what happens at this FOMC meeting, whether it's 75 basis points, 100 basis points, I believe that we are going to dump Bitcoin in the traditional markets. The point of this video is to show you where I'm going into a short, and all of the confluence on these charts to show me why this would be a likely top if we get a pump. And why, again, I think it's the point of no return, and regardless of what happens, I think we only have downside. It has to do with this ring, and also a ring on the Dow Jones chart. We'll cover that, and I'll show you why 20K across all of my charts looks like an absolute top. So before we do that, guys, if you watched the last video, I'll put a link up to it now. I said, look, if we push up, this was the A1PT chart. It's telling you how to play this in advance. I even showed you how to play the chart. I said, if we push up, your next resistance to watch is around 19,700, right? Right here at this white line. I said, if we came down, we knew that this yellow trend line, well, this fib channel line was support. So if we came down, look, your point to short was 19,700. Your point to long is when you make contact with this yellow trend line. I was marking it off here around 18,685. You can see that played out almost perfectly. We got rejected right here, 19,700, and we found support right on this line, as I said we would, around 18,753 when we made contact. And I'm going to show you the confluence why 20K looks like a likely point to short. And guys, if you get access to the charts, you also get access to Discord and Twitter, where I keep you updated. I share my trades. This is 22 hours ago. It said confluence for a long. I will be entering right after this tweet. I even let you guys know ahead of time so you could get into it, before I did. I didn't want to waste any time. But basically I was saying, look, I knew, and I entered this trade early, risking losing money because I knew that when we hit this point it would hold, so it was worth jumping in a little early. We had confluence on the G1 chart, this around the same area, and we had this yellow line, which I mentioned in that video. So we held. I was up $119 on my trade. I was giving more information about it, and I said, look guys, if you did want to take profit, this would be a likely point to take profit. Knowing when to get out as much as gamble is knowing when to get in. I said I'm staying in, but this is likely a good take profit point if you want to take your profit. I decided to stay in. I'm glad I did. I used $4,000 at 40x. When I cashed out, I was up a little bit over $3,000. 75% return is not bad. And you can see, I was even updating you guys. I said, look, this is a possible head and shoulders. I said, so that would be your target below. However, watch to see if we hold it yellow line. If holds, that could be another point for a scalp long entry with stop below. So I was telling you, look, this yellow line potentially could hold and we could push up. So I gave you a long here. I gave you a point to short here when I took my profit, and you had another point to enter, which I mentioned in the video, 18,764. And you can see what happened. So you had your point to long here, your point to short here. We came down, found support. So again, your support resistance levels are already mapped out. And we pushed up from this point. So just showing you, how I keep you updated with these calls and how to trade. So we're going to cover why I believe that we have a lot of downside, and if we do push up, the highest I think will go. Guys, you want to get leverage trading, I use BitGet, love the platform. If you want to use my link to sign up, it's pinned down in the first comment description. If you want to learn how to set up a long, set up a short, set up a stop loss to protect yourself, as well as adjust your stop loss, I have a tutorial video. I'll put a link up to that now. If you want to access these charts, guys, the website's opticalcrypto.com. The link will be pinned in the first comment description. $49 a month gives you access to Bitcoin charts, Discord, and Twitter. And if you do want to watch the FOMC live, Tom Crown is going to be doing a live stream. The FOMC meeting takes place 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be in here in the chat, as well as some other people from our channel. So if you want to hop in there, we'll be chatting while he's doing a live stream for this. Again, I'll put a link up to this. You want to check it out. And so let's cover the M1 chart, guys. So I'm going to show you the confluence across all of my charts. Do not forget, if we do drop, this would be a double bottom. You could get a bounce here around 17,631. I expect to catch a nice bounce on this line down here. I covered this in previous videos why this is the case. So, potentially around 17,300, around that area. That's where I'll be going heavy long. But this is about where to short if we get a pump. So I can tell you right now, this ring is a very important ring. Notice this is where I told you to long when we make contact, around 18,633. Notice we got a support on it. Notice we got this notice the meat of the candle is above this point. We wicked all the way down, then came right back up. Next candle opened above this ring. So as I've been telling you, once we break below this ring, this is point of no return. So that's what I'm saying. Regardless if the FOMC comes out 75 basis points or 100 basis points, it's going to be bad for the markets because we're already below a critical support level that is now resistance. This also ties into the Dow Jones. I'm going to show you that as well. So if we push up, all of my charts are showing me an ideal point to short short would be 19,500 up to 20,000. Take note on the daily, the center of this Bollinger Band is right at this point, right here, right at this, what I'm calling the guideline. All of my charts are showing if we push up, 20K is the point to short. That does not mean we have to go that high. We have some other targets below. So I might enter 2 shorts. If we get up to 20,500, 20,600, I might enter a short there with a stop above. If I get stopped out, I will go in my next trade around 20K. I do not believe we're going above that point. I'll show you why this is the case. This is the published version of the M1 chart just to show you. This is where I told you guys, yeah, March 23rd when I published this. This is where I said we make contact with this line to short. If we break this ring, the next target is a ring below. Once we're below this ring, your next target is the ring below. That's what I'm saying. We're past the point of no return for Bitcoin. I'm gonna hit play. You can see how it's played out. Every time I hit this line, got rejected, pushed above just a bit. Now we're below this ring. So as I'm saying, regardless of what happens, I think we have more downside. We could get a small pump, but I still think 20K is the top. This is the G1 chart. I'm just showing you the confluence, guys. 19,780. You can see this is clearly a lot of resistance, right? So this is 1 point to chance of short around 19,782. But notice the next resistance level just above is right at 20K. When I see confluence across multiple charts charted different ways giving me the same damn target, that is a point I'm going to heavy short. Just want to show you why 20K is very likely and why 19,500 to 20,000 is an ideal point to short. This is a C1 chart. You can see right here, next point 19,754 and confluence to the chart I just showed you. And look at this, 20K right up here. Got a moving average coming right to this point. That's a lot of confluence. This is my J1 chart. This is just a fib retracement. You can see right here, 19,650. A lot of resistance right around the same area. This is my A1 chart. 19,600 to 19,879, and look at this support and resistance level sitting right at 20K. This is the O1 chart. This support and resistance level sitting right at 20K. Guys, when all of these charts are showing 20K, that seems like a likely point to short if we hit it. Another chart, the C1BG chart right here at 20K, moving average right at this point. So I hope that makes it very clear why I expect us to get rejected at that point. Now I showed you on the Bitcoin chart, on the M1 chart, why I think it's a point of no return since we're below that ring. This also ties into the Dow. One more chart here showing 19,623 on the L1 chart. Again, 19,500 to 20K is where I'm going in heavy short. This is a video I put up talking about the Dow Jones chart, and once we break this ring, that is the point of no return. You'll have to watch this video to see what all this means. I'll put the link to this video now if you want to check it out. So the Dow Jones, guys, this was that ring I was referring to. You can see right here, this was resistance, 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 support, support, resistance, support. We just broke below this ring, and we broke below a key support and resistance level going back since the beginning of the Dow. So because we are below that ring and we are below support, right? Because we broke this ring, we're now below the support level. If we push up, if we get a pump up until the FOMC meeting, I believe the Dow, the S&P, and the NASDAQ will top out at the same time. Well, the Dow will top out here. That means if the NASDAQ and the S&P push up, they will top out at the same time the Dow tops out here. So I believe if we get a pump, the Dow could push up to 31,163. At that point, we will top out. That will be the same point Bitcoin tops out around 19,600 to 20K. Again, why I'm going in short and why I'm saying, since we're below this ring and this support level that's now a resistance, regardless if it's 75 basis points or 100 basis points, the market's going to react badly because we're in a position right now, we're below a critical support level now flipped as resistance. So to me, it means it's downside no matter what. The question is, how high do we pump? And that's what I'm showing you now. So if you play the Dow, I think an ideal point to do a put would be around 31,150. And for Bitcoin, again, I just showed you why 19,500 to 20K is an ideal point to short. That's where I'll be shorting. Your next major support for the Dow is around 29,193. So I hope that makes sense, guys. And again, just to make it very clear, if we push up and let's say we stop at 19,500 or stop at 19,600, at that point, if we stop and start coming down, I will enter my short with a stop above. Obviously, if price just continues pushing up higher and higher, I won't enter a short. But if we hit 20K, I am going in a heavy ass short. I will probably do 50x with 5K. That's how confident I am that 20K will hold as resistance. But guys, use the stop loss and protect yourself. Anything is possible. I'm just showing you why 20K seems like a top for me. Again, guys, if we use Bigot, my link's pinned down in the first comment description. If you want to sign up, do watch that tutorial I mentioned. I'll have that pinned in the first comment description. And again, if you want to access these charts, the website is opticalcrypto.com. Link pinned in the first comment description as well. $49 gives you access to Bitcoin's charts, Discord, and Twitter. If you do sign up, make sure you email me through the website to get the Discord invite link and access to Twitter. But guys, that's it. Trade safe, trade smart. I'm out.